Hello everyone. In last lecture we have seen theory of sedimentation. In today's lecture we are going to see what is hydrometer method. The hydrometer method is based on the theory of sedimentation. So we will revise what is theory of sedimentation. As I have already said, when we start the sedimentation analysis, at the starting of it, the soil suspension will be thoroughly mixed. So because of that, what happens? All the soil particles will be present throughout the depth of the soil suspension. So suppose there is a certain particle at a certain level, then depending on its terminal velocity, which will be depending on the particle size, it will settle a certain distance in certain time t. Suppose there is another particle which is at that same level, then that is also going to settle with the same terminal velocity. It will cover same distance in a same time. So ultimately what happens, the concentration of a solid particles is going to remain same, only the level will be changed. But suppose there are different particles which are at the same level, maybe they are having more size or maybe they are having lesser size. So depending on that, they will travel with a certain velocity and they will cover certain distance. Okay, so because of this, what happens, some soil particle will remain at a certain height and another particle may have settled, okay, in that time t. Okay, so depending on this, we have developed hydrometer method. In case of a sedimentation analysis, we give percentage finer like md by ms multiplied by 100. So this is the general formula. Here ms is nothing but the mass of soil particles per ml suspension at the starting of a sedimentation analysis. Okay, so that is nothing but the soil sample that we take to conduct this experiment. But md is nothing but the mass of a soil particle per ml of a suspension, which will be at height he after certain time t. Okay, so this cannot be determined. Okay, so we have to measure it in indirect way so as to find out this percentage finer. Okay, so we have calibrated hydrometer so as to give this directly percentage finer. Okay, so let us see what is hydrometer. The hydrometer is nothing but an instrument which is used to measure the specific gravity of a liquid. It will be consist of the long stem and it will be having bulb at its end. The reading on hydrometer will be decreasing in upward direction. So as I have said earlier, in the starting of a sedimentation analysis, all the particles will be present throughout the depth of the soil suspension. So because of it, it will be having uniform specific gravity. And the hydrometer gives the specific gravity of a liquid at the center of its bulb. So as the sedimentation progresses, what happens? The particles which are having more particle size, okay, they will settle down. So as they settle down, the specific gravity of a liquid which is at the level of this bulb will decrease. So as the specific gravity of that liquid decreases at this bulb level, the hydrometer will sink down, okay, and it will show decreasing reading at the free surface of this soil suspension. One of the most important thing is that how to take this hydrometer reading. The hydrometer reading we can take on the left side and we can also take on the right side. The hydrometer reading is nothing but the reading shown by this free surface of this soil suspension. If we take a reading on the left side, then we have the formula RHL is equal to RH minus 1 multiplied by 1000. Okay. But when we take a reading on the right side, then it will give us the direct reading. Suppose the reading on the left side is 1. Okay. So RHL is equal to 1 minus 1 is nothing but 0. So the reading will be 0, but that is directly shown by this right side. Okay, so that is 0. When we put this hydrometer reading in this particular formula, that will give us directly the percentage finer. So this is how we have established a relationship between the percentage finer and the hydrometer reading. Okay, so depending on this formula, we can find out the percentage finer. Then the question arises how to find out the particle size So as we know, when we draw the particle size distribution curve, we will need percentage finer and the particle size. Now, so as to find out this particle size, we have the formula d is equal to m multiplied by root of he by t, where he is nothing but the depth of the hydrometer bulb from the free surface and t is nothing but the time. M in this formula is nothing but the constant which is based on the characteristics of this soil suspension. So after knowing all of the characteristics, we can find out this M and we can get He from the hydrometer reading and we can measure the time. So depending on that, we can find out this particle size. Now the question arises how to find out this He. Okay, so that is nothing but the depth of the hydrometer bulb with respect to free surface of this soil suspension. For this, generally the manufacturer of hydrometer will provide us a calibrated chart. Okay, so suppose this is the calibrated chart. These are the hydrometer readings. Okay, suppose we got reading 10, then with this calibrated chart we can find out the effective depth. So for reading 10, the effective depth will be between 140 to 160. Like that we can find out this effective depth. So as the time progresses, the hydrometer will settle down, okay, and it will give us a different readings with different timings, okay, or with different duration. So depending on this, we can find out the different percentage finer, and for that particular percentage finer, we can find out the particle size. So we will get different particle sizes and their percentage finer. So depending on this all, we can find out or we can plot particle size distribution curve. The first correction is meniscus correction. As we know, the soil suspension is opaque because soil solution or soil suspension is nothing but the addition of a soil particles plus water and dispersion agent. It is opaque, so we cannot take the reading at the level of the free surface. Okay, there will be the rise of meniscus, okay, at the intersection of this stem and this soil suspension because of surface tension. Okay, so as the solution is opaque, we will take reading at the top of the meniscus, but actually we have to take the reading at this free surface. As we know, the readings are increasing in downward direction in case of this hydrometer. The correction for this meniscus will be positive. So now how to determine this value of this meniscus correction? So for that, we will have a comparison cylinder in which we will take the distilled water and we will take the reading. Okay, the level or the difference between the meniscus and the level of the free surface, that will give us meniscus correction. The next correction is a temperature correction. Generally, the hydrometers are calibrated at 27 degrees centigrade temperature. So the hydrometer is expected to show reading of a 1 when the temperature is 27 degrees centigrade. But when the temperature is more than 27 degrees centigrade, then what will happen? The suspension or the soil suspension will be lighter in a weight. Okay, so it means that the specific gravity of a soil suspension will be lesser. Okay, so in such a case, the correction will be positive. In another case, if the temperature is below 27 degrees centigrade, the soil suspension will be heavy or the specific gravity of the soil suspension will be more. So in such a case, the temperature correction will be negative. Okay, so this is all about the temperature correction. The temperature correction can be positive or negative depending on the temperature. Generally, the temperature correction is obtained from the chart which is provided by the manufacturer. The next correction is dispersion agent correction. As we add dispersion agent in the soil suspension, the specific gravity of a soil suspension will be increasing. Okay, so the correction has to be negative. To determine the magnitude of this dispersion agent correction, we will add dispersion agent in a comparison cylinder in a same concentration as we have added in a soil suspension, and we will take the reading of a hydrometer, and that reading will be compared with hydrometer in a clear water. Okay, so the difference between these two is going to give us the dispersion agent correction, and that will be negative, as this addition of the dispersion agent increases the specific gravity of a soil suspension. Instead of finding these three corrections individually, we will find one composite correction. As we know, the hydrometer is calibrated for 27 degrees centigrade temperature. It means that the hydrometer is expected to give the reading as a 1 when the temperature is 27 degrees centigrade. Now, so as to find out the correction, what we will do, we will take 1 liter of a distilled water, then we will add dispersion agent. The quantity or the concentration of this dispersion agent will be as same as that was in a soil suspension, and we will take the hydrometer reading. The difference between 1 and this hydrometer reading will give us the composite correction. If the reading is more than 1, then the correction has to be negative, and if the reading is lesser than 1, then the correction has to be positive. So that's all about this correction.